What is going on, friends and fam? We're here again, Wednesday night, day 1038 in a row of the Renaissance Man Show, and we're gonna get into it. So make sure you subscribe, put on all them notifications, and I'll see you in a minute. It's Renaissance Man.
Some night when the world stops hating, we're going to find a way. And I'll keep waiting until we find that day. Yeah, I'll keep saying, I'll keep playing. Oh, until you meet us one day. Hey. Time to stop the hate. Stop the hate. Let's stop the hate, hey, yeah. It might be late, but let's stop the hate.
It's Wednesday. It's Mark Pires. And it's Renaissance Man. I'm here to ease my mind and help my living. It's Renaissance Man. It's the daily variety show Mark Pires Renaissance Man. I'm here to connect with you, to amplify your current state, and I'm here with you on day 1038 in a row of the Renaissance Man Show. And we're going to get into it just like we do every single day, fam. I don't know what we're going to do yet, but I never do, and then we wind up making some sort of magic. That's going to happen today, too. No, Joanne, I'm sorry, we don't have a magical heart for you. She's like, can you get me a magical heart? No, we can't. If we could, we would have done it already. It'd be much cheaper than 2 caribou a day. I promise you that. Oh, magical heart. Done. Go back to throwing profit. You know what I mean? Making profit. You right now, paying out. Doll hair. Caribou. You know? Just like you can't win. You never get ahead. The Joanne situation. Yeah, I'd love a magical heart, Joanne. Do you know a guy? I mean, if you knew a guy, I'd give him a call right away. Can you come down and throw together a little salve? Whatever you're going to do, and put it on there. A little magical sauce. Make that heart. Oh, it's normal again. Never going to happen. That's cartoon style, where it gets smaller, like back to normal. That doesn't happen in real life. You went from aphlacarditis back to a normal heart? No, I'm sorry. That's just like one of those dreams you will never get to come true. Right? Zabrowski, no, you can't give up a woohoo in order to make it happen either. He's like, well, what if I give up a woohoo? Doesn't matter. She's still... Humongocarditis does not go down overnight. All right? You may become humongocarditis like overnight, but it doesn't go back down overnight. It may never. You could become a floaty. You know? Things go bad. Tsunami. You're good, though. Wow, look at that. Joanne, she made it. She freaking floated down the river, taking out buildings, wrecking ball style with that freaking aphlacarditis, crushing into friggin' buildings, right? Joanne, back there. Joanne, no, stop. We're not going to do your GoFundMe every time we talk to you. We don't go to GoFundMe situation, you know? I will discuss the concept of you doing a steamrolling down the friggin' line, taking out buildings in the process, and being a floaty, you know? Worst case scenario. We go back to a Waterworld situation? Dealing with a Kevin Costner Waterworld situation again? I already did 2 episodes of Waterworld. Where the freak were you? Joanne wants to go back to Waterworld. You know, maybe I'm riding Joanne around the globe, the flat globe, looking for other lives. Hold on, no, Zabrowski's up. So Joanne, quiet, no wheezing. Woohoo! You know, every time I'm feeling like, Zabrowski comes out of nowhere with a woohoo better than the other one. It's like the best woohoo ever. That was a 9.3, Zabrowski. I'm giving you a 9.3 on that one. That was like a Luganus. Yeah, 88 Olympics, Luganus. 9.3. I'm giving it to you. Right there, you got it. That's good enough for you to be nominated to the next Grammys. Yeah, you're welcome. I mean, but that was solid. We needed it, you know. We're in a moment. We're waiting for some love, some positivity. Bing, biggity boo. He comes out of nowhere with a woohoo. Like, I didn't expect it tonight. I didn't even think I was going to get one tonight. Like, I don't know. Like, I wonder if Zabrowski is going to come and give us a woohoo or if he's going to drink a yoo-hoo. I wasn't sure, you know. Like, what are we getting? Bing, biggity boo. Comes out of nowhere with a woohoo. Right? Up through the roof now. No, Joanne, you can't try to do the same thing and run out of breath. I'm not bringing you down to the ER. You know, what are we talking about? Stop with the filing. There's one file. She's got a single file situation going. And she's there. I guess I got some WD-40 for that freaking filing cabinet. Right? She opens it up 74 times an episode, right, guys? We're there. We're doing a show. I don't even know. It sounds like something's scraping and also like I don't know, tearing. Zabrowski file. What are we doing? Just leave it out. How about leaving it out of the file cabinet and just on your dumb desk, so you don't have to put the extra energy in, Joanne, to go down into the file cabinet to get your stupid file, the single file, out of the massive filing cabinet that when you open it, it sounds like a freaking dump truck's coming and dropping off something. Dead bodies. We don't know what's going on. It's on its way back. Maybe caribou dropping them off. And you're there. Something got torn. There's a ligament torn or something. We don't know what to do. I'm WDing it. I'm going to go get a WD-40. Shoo, 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 shoo. I wonder if we spray some WD-40 on Joanne's heart, if that will do anything. Maybe she'll be able to grease herself through some friggin' doorways, right? What are we talking about? You can't even get her out of the studio. She's been here for 3 months now. No way to get her out. They come down here to tend to her, and they give her body fluids, and they're like, look, you're going to be on an IV because we can't bring you food. What are you going to do with it? Like, it's tough. I'm starting to have a problem broadcasting. Yeah, you could see like an imprint of her. She's like right there. God almighty. Right? It starts to get, to be much. It's much. Too much. And you question why you hired her. Like, what? Discrimination. You can't fire her now with a massive carditis. I know. And then CNN coming along and trying to put a spin on it. Oh, it's magnificent carditis. It's friggin' not magnificent. Nothing magnificent about that freaking thing. I mean, when you start categorizing different carditises up the line, top of the line, top of the food chain over there, Affleck carditis, she went through each stage. It was a grieving process when she left each stage. No, I'm no more. I'm not giant carditis anymore. No, I'm sorry. You went to gigantic carditis though. You're on your way up. You're doing all right. No, but I wanted to be giant carditis. Sorry, you're gigantic carditis now. Oh my goodness, I love being gigantic carditis. No, sorry, you're no longer gigantic carditis. You're magna carditis now. You've gone beyond gigantic. You're into magna. Like boom. And but I really wanted to be. Sorry, no. Oh, I kind of like being magna. You're not magna anymore though. You didn't know? You're super duper scoober looper duper scoliosius duper carditis. And that one is when she was like, I don't know what to do. Can we make a GoFundMe? And I was like, I guess. And then I got a freaking Magoo situation going on. What did they put me in freaking poked in the eye? You had no idea what was coming. You know, I'm sorry, every once in a while you get a neck chop. And you're like, oh, goodness, I didn't know I was getting a neck chop. You know, Three Stooges. Oh, goodness. Guys, I'm sorry you got a Three Stooges. You come down Renaissance Man show and karate chop. And like, oh, goodness, that hurt right there. You know, you didn't have to karate chop me. You know what I mean? Mike Tyson, you do an uppercut, you know? And then like people like, oh, they didn't expect it. They were not expecting it at all. Double decker? You know, I don't even know what that one is, but I made it up. It works sometimes. And people don't expect it. You know, you do like the double neck chop and like that, and people are like, oh, my neck. You know, that one is the best, you know? And then like the best thing you could do is, where'd you go? I hid. You didn't even know I was there anymore. Where'd the guy go? I don't know. Popped you in the nose though. Did that one happen? You know, I don't know. It's just an interesting thing when you can be a sneak attack expert, you know? Like, you know, you ever seen the old cartoons where, you know, they grab the cymbals and go like that, and you're like, oh, my ears. Yeah, we just did that one to you. I'm sorry. Look, you know, you come down Renaissance Man show every once in a while, you're going to get, you know, an elbow, a neck chop, something like, you know what I mean? Like, you just don't know what's going to happen, you know? But that's why we show up every day, to see if we can get punched in the mouth without expecting it, without knowing it, you know what I mean? And, you know, Three Stooges again. You know, it's that if that double, you know, hits you again, you get the Three Stooges twice. You did not block either. I got to question your defensive abilities. You know, like, I don't know how you don't block my Three Stooges situation. You know, you know, and it's just sad in a way that you can't stop it. You know, you look at it and you're like, oh, yay. But then you got smacked right in the face with it. Or you got a Three Stooges in both eyes and now you can't see anymore for at least a couple minutes, you know? Neck chops, those are bad too. I got you with a double neck chop situation. I'm sorry about that, but you know, you put yourself in a position where neck chops are a coming, you know? Yeah, anyway. Look, what's that, Joe? No, Joanne, I won't neck chop you. I only did that one time because you were getting fresh. And you continue to open up the freaking file cabinet. Zabrowski. No more of the freaking Zabrowski file. Leave it on the desk. Poked in the eye. That's what happens sometimes when you're there. Renaissance Man show. You get a pokage right in the eye. Well, but I just wanted to come and enjoy your program. I'm sorry. Sometimes it comes along with a poke in the eye. Sometimes it comes along with a neck chop, you know, and you didn't expect it. Just so quick, you know. Who is that, Bruce Lee? 1-inch punch. You know, why did that happen? He did it with a freaking finger. I did a 1-inch finger. You know, when you do a 1-inch finger and you're Bruce Lee's, you know, apprentice, and you've done it, you do it, you know, you go out there and you're just like, yeah, anybody who wants to go, come on, let's go. Popped before they even knew it was coming, you know, like, how did that happen? You know, it was a time warp situation, dealing with little E equals MC squared, you know, and when you're able to bend time and space in order to Three Stooges somebody, just like, I poked him in both eyes at once, you know. You do, you know, you got one of those going. Yeah. That's when you really are onto it. That's when you're like dangerous. You're like, oh, UFC called. And they said, you can't be in it. They're too nervous that you're going to take everybody down too quickly. Oh, but I think I could beat. Did you see the guy? Yeah, no, I'm good. So fast, you get poked in the eye before you even know it. Double decker. You know, you're laying on the ground in seconds, knocked out, cold because of the neck chop. Boom, biggity boo. You're better off just You know, let's just get like Conor McGregor in there and like a couple other people who are gonna. It's a good fight. You don't want like an old school Mike Tyson situation where like 3 seconds after the fight's over, dude's on the ground. You're like, okay, we have a new world record. You know, not really. I don't need to do the world record. You know, I'm all right. But like if I wanted to, I would. I would get it done. I'd do it. You know, go on in there, just shoot, take him down. He tapped out. I got a tap out situation, world record, fastest time in history, -4 seconds. You know, when you're doing it, that's it. When you're doing it, you know what I mean? Let me see if I could do a little trickaroo for us right now. Sometimes when we do a little trickaroo, we get ourselves back to square one. Oh, biggity boo. Is it back? It doesn't look like it's back. Nope, it's not. We're still slow. Holy, I guess that didn't work for us tonight. Interesting. That I cannot understand. I guess we're going to have to roll with a slow-mo tonight, I guess. I'm not really sure. It's pretty weird. I'm going to try that one more time and see if we get lucky. Ready? Hold on. Let me put that picture back on the screen so at least it's not looking at nothing. I'm going to let it shut off completely. All right, let's give this a shot one more time and see if we get somewhat lucky. There's a very good chance it's not going to work. Bang, biggity, boo, boo. Oh, we're back. Sometimes you got to do a double decker. You're just shut it off. Turn it back on. Didn't work. Do it. Just do it again. Yeah. So I have some pretty exciting news. A couple pieces of exciting news. Number one, I am right in the middle of editing Three's Company, the movie. It's going to be ready for Friday. Who's excited? Today's Wednesday. Friday night, movie night, or Saturday. I'm not sure which because it's 2 hours, guys. 2 hour feature film. Bang, biggity boo. That's 2 hour feature, just about. I mean, right now it's like an hour and 50. And that's because I added the Press Your Luck stuff in there because, and I don't know if I'm going to keep it, but I put it in there because during the movie scene, I said to the girl, I was like, look, let's go back to my place and we can watch, you know, I love Game Show Network. And she's like, and I jokingly thought or made up that she said back to me, I do too. That's all I watch. And I was like, you do? We're going to go reach Game Show Network in it. And so I thought it'd be pretty funny if like you go from that scene to the Game Show Network thing I did. But I don't think I'll put both scenes in. I'm not going to put in the scene when we did what's the name of that show? Match Game, because that's a little political. It's very political. But the other one was just silly goose stuff, which we'll do. Press Your Luck. So it's shaping up to be a really, really funny movie. And we have to figure out how to build these things and get them out. Because I don't know if there's any other thing like this, where there's one guy playing every part or talking to himself for 2 hours in like a one-man movie, you know, with different scenes, with the concept of being the breakup artist. And it's almost funny how these things we don't know what the hell they're going to be. Like I did 4 episodes before we thought of calling it The Breakup Artist. And we're 5 episodes. There's 5 episodes to the movie. And then there's a bunch of little cut scenes. And each of those scenes, like I didn't have a concept. We were just improvising. But it all works out when you think of the concept of being the breakup artist. And it's something called Three's Company. And I wind up showing up with all these couples randomly, just making it as awkward as possible. It's going to be so much fun. I can't wait. So this year, officially, because we are in November, we're going to have at least 2 feature films done this year. My hope is that I will get one more together because we have Batmark versus Supermark pieces of that kind of laying around. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on here. You know, we can really turn any of the things we've done into movies. We've done so many Back to the Future Mark, you know, scenes. I could put all of those together. That would be an awesome movie because honestly, they're hilarious. Each one is different, but they all do line up very much the same. And then we go from the concept of just being from the future to going and having a Q&A with people, which there's an hour-long Q&A I never dropped still on my phone. I still have to release for you guys. And then we go to me realizing that Back to the Future Mark was a guy who actually played everybody in the future. So you start realizing things like I do these great scenes about Marxists. You know, that I was Moses. I went up top of Mount Sinai. Bang, when you're doing it and you're making the 10 Commandments on God's behest, you do it. You know what I mean? And that's what happened. So then we start going through Abraham Mark Lincoln, Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, you know. It's just, the list it went on and on, you know. John Mark Gerald Kennedy. Like, we just started going, every single person that we've thought of has a Mark involved now. Mark Dello, you've all been Mark Delled. You know, I don't want to go anywhere near people, current people, you know. But I am a few people out there right now, as you know. Leonardo DiCaprio. I'm out there doing it, you know. And I'm in there, I'm doing it, you know. Oh, I did a Wolf of Wall Street situation. I was just, you know, just sharpening my craft, my tools for future. Because, you know, when we go back and we're doing it, we got to have the skills. So, Leonardo DiCaprio out there, you know. And that all happened because of Leonardo da Vinci. You know that. Mona Lisa. I did it. You know, when you're doing it, when you're there painting out the Mona Lisa, and everybody's like, oh, most beautiful painting ever. And you're like, yeah, I know. I painted it. You know, you don't think I know it was beautiful? I put the time in. I put the friggin' brush to the friggin'. Don't move. I'm doing a little. I'm making your face look a little less normal. By men, and you're doing it, you know. Leah Marco, you're so awesome. Thank you for creating everything. I did it all. I have it all on a codex. You just go and look through it. Oh, wow, the guy made helicopters. You're friggin' right, I did. From the future. I just, like, thought of it. And I'm like, let me put it down in this book here. You know? Oh, human body? I did it. When you got the anatomy situation going, you know? I don't mean to brag, you know, you're doing it. You're there. Oh, can you do us a favor, Leah Marco? What do you got? You know? Like, that was always the response. Can you do that with Leah Marco? What do you got? What do you need me to do? Oh, you need me to engineer that for you? I'm on it. Just another day as Leonardo da Vinci, you know? Those are the times that people will look back at and say, yeah, I remember I was in the friggin' wine orchard walking through looking for the right grapes, trying to do my grapes, you know, wine situation. And Leonardo da Vinci was there in the field painting the landscape. Yeah. Oh, Leonardo, I love your painting of Mona Lisa. Thanks. What do you like about it? Oh, she's stunning. You know, it's a self-portrait. Thank you. Oh, it is? I thought it was like your chambermaid or something. No. It took a mirror out. And I was like, I wonder if I was a chick. Yeah. I wonder if I was to like throw long hair on myself and be like, look, what would I look like as a woman? You know, we can't do that. You know, 1542. Can't do it, 1542. We gotta do it in like disguise. So we're gonna do it. I'm gonna just paint myself as a lady, you know, a lady in the night. And I could just be like, this is my chambermaid, you know. And now, greatest painting in history. Painted myself. You know, when you're Leonardo da Vinci and you fooled the world, you know, nothing better than that, really. Original, like, you know, Freemason, Da Vinci. When you're there Da Vinciing it, you know, people take notice. They're like, how do I paint like that? You're not Da Vinci. You can't paint like Da Vinci. You think you just show up and grab a freaking paintbrush? Biggity boo. You can't do it. You're going to look like freaking crap. Yeah, I'm sorry. What happens is you have to have a trained hand and eye and understand how to, mix colors. This is 1546. What are you talking? You think you're going down to a freaking art store? Let me go get some red. You got to kill someone and take their blood and, you want to make red? What are you thinking? I just go and get red from the art store. You didn't kill somebody this week? I'm sorry. You can't paint red. Where are you going to get it from? You think art store down the road has got your red shade of paint? No, I'm sorry. They only have like crushed umber. Good luck on that one. You got to somehow make things. You have to get colors with other, go to that flower over, that purple flower. Do one of those on it and then you make the color where you bring the purple in. But you want red, you got to kill somebody. You got to find someone and just murder them and put their blood in there to make the red color. I thought you knew that. That's why the Mona Lisa is such a revered painting. All that blood that I had to do when I slaughtered that family next door, Da Vinci style. You do a Leo Marco Da Vinci situation, and they're like, "Oh, it can never have been Leo Marco." Got away with it. They called me the O.J. Simpson of the 1500s. Like nobody expected that Leo Marco was going to get away with it, but like. At least my other neighbors, they're like, holy freaking cow, that was Leo Marco. We know that guy's out of his freaking mind. And he just murdered that family in order to make more red. He was doing a painting, I guess. Like, what are we doing over here? Constables came by. They were like, well, Leo Marco, oh, you're such a beautiful painting. Oh, you do this scene, you do the helicopter. Ah, yes, good, have a good evening. But night. And the guy's like, have a good night. He got the corpses just sitting there in the other room over there. Like he needed to get some more blood to make some more. He's like, I ran out. I gotta finish this one up before the night's over. I can't let the oil dry before completing the masterpiece of all masterpieces, Leo Marco. When you got that going though, like people are like, how many people were murdered for this painting? Ask Fauci. I don't know. Dr. Weasel Fauci. When you ask a Weasel Fauci, you get a Weasel Fauci. I think if we try to do all kinds of tests on different animals and humans as well, we'll get our results. Wait. Dr. Weasel Fauci, when you said humans as well, did you mean like right now with the COVID-19, like bugaboo situation? Is that what you mean by like, humans as well? Exactly. You're doing a bugaboo situation, aren't you? You want to get us all bugabooed so you can get like a quota met and that we all, start having other issues because of the bugaboo. Exactly. But why would you do that? Why don't you let us just live our lives? Why can't we enjoy our lives? Because I want to rule your life. You just killed a bunch of like beagles. What are we doing here? No, I didn't trust you. You're not a good guy. I'm a very good guy. Terrible guy. Not a terrible guy. The worst guy. Not the worst. Very much the worst human ever to live, really. Not very much so. Nobody likes you anymore. My wife likes me. No, she does not. Why would you say that? Dr. Weasel Fauci. We know who you are. Stop freaking saying. You're going to remind us that you're a Weasel Fauci? We know it. I just want one question answered, Weasel Fauci. What's that? Hold on. I'm not there yet. You're going to jump all over me in the middle of talking? Of course. Stop it. I'm doing my thing. You can't interrupt me right in the middle of doing the show. So you could just, stop it. Stop it, Weasel Fauci. Let me do my thing, okay? And then you come and do your thing, okay? If you want to say something fake news-ish, oh, nobody will get it when you get it. Oh, yeah, okay. That's the one you say all the time because it's true. It's lies. Lies after lies after lies, Dr. Fraudchi. So here's my question for you. Shoot! Stop it! I don't want you shooting anybody else up. All right? Stop it with that. We need to put that down. Put it aside. We don't need people getting bugabooed, okay? You're doing a bugaboo situation. We want people to live. I want people to die. I know you do. I know it. Just take a breath, okay, Dr. Frouch? Listen to this, Weasel Fouch. We are at a time in history where you guys are realizing it's about to all go down, right? Of course it is. We're going to take all your lives. Stop it. Don't talk. No more talking. Let me do me. You do you afterwards with your stupid Weasel Fouch ways. Okay, so here's my question, Weasel Fouch. Everybody's going meta, right? Right? Oh, yeah, look, I'm doing this. I'm in a freaking another world. No, you're not. You're in your basement with glasses on, okay? Right? Right, Weasel Fouch? That's where we are right now. We've been doing that Weasel Fouch situation. They're in their house, going online, doing it some freaking weird virtual reality situation. So why so hard a push for a bugaboo? Because we need more people dead. I know. That's exactly why you're doing it. It has nothing to do with public health, public safety. Of course not. We don't care about people. I know you don't. You've made that very clear. The first 2 years of this pandemic, we can tell that you don't give a crap about anybody but yourself. That's not true. It's anecdotal. Not anecdotal. No, because you were on the air and you're like, oh, you can't do hydroxy poopy pants because it's anecdotal. You can't do the horse medicazione because it's anecdotal. It's not anecdotal. It's just anecdotal to you. You know, like, and then you think, okay, we're 2 years into this friggin' thing. You think you would find something that's somewhat anecdotal and you'd be like, you know what, let's get a small crew to look at that. Take a look, see what's going on over there. Is there anything that's truthful about that anecdotal situation over there? We don't have time to look at that. Oh, you don't? Why not? Why? Because people need bugaboos. Yeah, but they can go and look into something else when we know the bugaboos not helping people, killing people. They're getting sick. They're not, you know what I'm saying? Side effect situation? What are we doing, Weasel Fouch? There are no side effects. Lies, 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 lies. Dr. Fauci, lie, 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 lie. Dr. Fauci lies. That's what I'm talking about in the background over there. Dr. Fauci lies. You know, when that's going on over there, you better be ready for it. You better be ready for a Fauci lie situation. When he's out there and he's rapping, I can't do just the hands. I need my feet involved in this situation. And he's doing a Fauci lies. I'm pumping that every day until the end of time, which is, I guess, next Thursday at 8. I want to sing it. Let me sing it for you. Hold on. Let me kick the beat seat so we can do it together. Go get your bugaboo. Don't stop it. Get in line. I tell you, don't look into the science. We're telling you it's true. And if you look into it, then you're a fool. You're not a horse. You're not a cow. Where is it? You're not a horse. You're not a cow. You're a friggin' guinea pig. Holy higgaboo, higgabugabugaboo. Dr. Fauci. Fauci. Weasel Fouch. Weasel Fouch. He's a friggin' weasel, isn't he, guys? Oh, no, I'm so trustworthy. Are you? You're friggin' weasel. Weaseling it out. Right? Oh, let's take a couple of beagles and see if we can just, let's cut their vocal cords so they can't bark. And let's just let their faces get eaten alive. That's a good one, Dr. Fauci. I've seen so many people that are like up in arms about like an animal being harmed. And where the frig are they now? Right? Miyagi situation! Woo! When you're on. You're on, you know what I mean? Like, I had my training. I'm there, Danielson situation. I'm doing it. Wax on, wax off. Miyagi, Hey, go wax my 57. I had that Dodge 57. You know, when you're doing it and you're giving it a freaking high polish, you know, you're doing it, you're giving it a high polish, and he's like, Miyagi's like, take it on your date, go on your date. You go to freaking karate kid it, you know, crane kicking it. You get a Johnny in a body bag at the end of the night. It's all because you learned how to do a freaking wax on, wax off situation. That 57 Bel Air convertible. Miyagi-san. You got a Miyagi-san situation? Wow. How much more fun would it have been if Christopher Walken was in freaking Karate Kid as Miyagi? Wow. Daniel. Good man. Go take that paintbrush. Go paint my fence. What's that, Miyagi? What'd you say? Oh. Shit, paint my friggin' fence. Do it. Do it now. Oh. Okay, Mr. Miyagi. No problem. Bing, biggity boo, bing, biggity boo, bing. Oh. Oh, it's good, Daniel. You did a good job. Oh, I thought you were going to teach me how to be a karate master. Shut up, kid. I'm teaching you. You have to do a friggin' paint job. No. Go over my Bel Air. Take it. High polish. You grab the buffer and guy. There's the noise. Oh. Noise of a buffing machine. You got it. CVS. High polish. Cream. They got it on the shelf. Make my Trans Am look no. Christopher Walken has a Trans Am. He doesn't do a Bel Air 57, no. A Trans Am. Whoa. Trans Amming it. Ow! You think car, the freaking fire flames side car go. That's what happens when you got a Christopher Walken situation going on, you know what I mean? You look, occasionally you get one, and you're like, yay, Christopher Walken situation. Oh, anybody out there ever have that going? Paul! Oh my goodness, Paul's going to be excited about what I'm about to share with you guys. So, I did something cool today that I think you guys are going to be pumped about. Hold on, mana. I did something really cool today that I think it's really cool. We're going to find out right now how cool it is and how cool you guys think it is. But I went back into my new NFT page. So basically, here's the deal. I created the first Mark Pires Renaissance Man NFTs, and I'm going to be creating a ton of them. But the first batch are out there, and this is basically bottom floor. I did something so you guys can all be a part of this and hopefully benefit from this. I made these $10 each. So it's the same as if you're going to be basically donating to the show and saying like, hey, keep going, buddy. Here's a $10 for doing whatever. You know what I mean? You could buy 10. You could buy 5 of them. You could buy. I suggest you get one or get many because NFTs are something really interesting. I don't understand them fully. But I think these being my very first ever and putting them on at as basically bottom price, that's probably the lowest they're ever going to be. And they're going to start going up in value if you guys buy them and then they start trading. And I keep releasing more and I'm live every day forever. And my albums do start to take off and the world does finally join us. They're going to want these NFTs. And the family members who were smart enough to spend $10 and maybe $50 and buy 5 of them and have them and keep them or trade them, whatever. I don't know how it works yet, but it's not a bad thing to do. I wish I was out there buying other NFTs right now and holding them. But this is, you guys have the first scoop at it. I think I just gave you the link. I'm going to show you what it looks like right here. And I'm going to be dropping new ones every single day now. I didn't drop any today. I did 5 yesterday, but check this out. These are what they are. And I figured out today how to make them affordable so we can get this started off and get people to hopefully pick them up. So this is my NFT page. It's called NFT Renaissance. There's 5 items currently. You got auditions for Supermark with Hammerlin, $10. A smile is has an energetic value that costs 0 to the currency holder. $10. Hammerlin Jamison, Hammer Time the movie, $10. BB Poo Poo, the altcoin of the future, $10. And then the only difference between me and my physical heart is I will never give up. $10. Like I said, some of these are going 50, 60, not mine, but 50, 60, $100,000. They started at $10. They started at $50, started at $100. There's a rap artist who put out, I guess, 1 million albums for something like I want to say $100 each, or maybe $10 each, something like that. Sold them all out in like an hour, and the next week they were worth $55,000 each. So non-fungible tokens, yes, NFT. So the thing here is Paul knows about this stuff. See, Paul knows. See, that's the thing too. Here's the thing. That's the other thing too. So Paul, I knew would be the one to tell me how this works if there is anything out of it. But I see people doing this, and so I figured I have more content than these people are creating content out of thin air that's not very good. Like I'm seeing them make these crappy little figures and selling them for $50,000. I'm like, what the hell? We have content we've released over a 3-year period here, and I'm going to keep releasing content. I'm just going to put it out that way, because if that is a way that I can somehow create value for everybody, because when you're the art owner, you can sell that one day and make money is what I'm seeing from this. I don't know how it works, but I'm new to it, but I do think it's cool, and I don't want to be left behind, especially when everybody else, every other artist is doing it. So now it's there. I'm going to keep adding to them, and I'm going to keep them cheap and see how it goes. I don't know if they'll take off. I'm not sure if there'll be any value there. However, if there's not, and say Paul's right, or anybody's out there is like, this is just something that's going to flash in the pan. Tomorrow it's going to be gone. It's just donating to the show. It's not $1,000 for an NFT. It's not $150 like a lot of them are. $200 for the NFT. When I first made it, they were $135 each, something like that. I didn't know how to do it. I just pushed go. $135, $250 each one. I'm like, no one's going to buy that. Not yet. Maybe they will one day. I don't know. But let's put it out there as a donation item. You know, you're going to donate to the show anyway. Like, here's a good example. Tom Murphy, my brother, he just donated $10. I love you, brother. Tom, instead, go to NFT. Where is it? Go to this link right here, buddy. And that same $10 you just donated to me this way, go and buy an NFT for $10. I think I'll probably get the same amount as I would from YouTube, because YouTube takes 38% of every dollar. So the best ways are Patreon, Venmo, PayPal, or this NFT situation, which I don't know how it is yet. But a $10 donation, I think the way it works is like $7.50. Maybe $7.50 would go to the creator. The rest of it's going into it. They get some money, and then it's then you own a piece of something as well. You're donating, you're also getting a card. I think it's kind of a cool idea. And what makes sense, and I didn't like the idea at first, but then I started thinking how much it does make sense. When you go and you play a stupid game like Call of Duty, you play Grand Theft Auto, you play any of these games, you're buying skins, you're spending money on gold packages in order to get that gun, in order to look cool in the game. It's the same concept. It's the same exact concept. You're able to own this item, to do whatever, to share this item, to sell that item. It's yours. It's the same thing as in a game spending $50 on something that means nothing. You're going to play it for 6 months and then never play the game again. So it could be worth nothing in 5 years, but it's worth something to you now because it means something in the moment, just like a skin in some stupid game would mean something to you. And that's the way it was explained to me, and it does make sense. And I noticed my kid like a couple of years ago, he wanted to buy a couple dollars worth of some games. I'm like, oh, they have some upgrade package. This is an NFT, an upgrade package that you don't physically own anything for. The video game doesn't get updated one day, and then you just spent that money on nothing. Same concept, except this is actually a piece of artwork. There's only a certain amount minted. You own one of them, and when there are no more available, and let's just think best case, worst case. Worst case, the thing falls on its face and you donate it to the show the same way you would donate anyway, but you actually own a piece of the show as well. You own some of my artwork. Okay, it's not just you're here supporting the show. You actually own an NFT of mine. That's cool. And you were donating anyway. Cool. Best case scenario, I show up every day for the rest of my life. We reach the planet. We start getting my songs out so people are out there singing them and sharing them and feeling them, expressing themselves through the music. They're showing up to laugh on a daily basis, to feel inspired. And one day they're here and they're saying, you know what? I like this show. I want to buy it. Does this guy have any NFTs? And you freaking bought one right up the beginning for $10. And guess where we are now? And possibly this thing didn't fade out like I thought Bitcoin would 8 years ago when I heard about it the first time. And look where Bitcoin is today. So we don't know. Nobody knows anything. But this could be a massive thing. It seems to be. It seems to be. And like I said, I won't be left behind like I was on Bitcoin. I won't be left behind like I was on YouTube. I started in 2009 on YouTube, and I made 3 videos, and one of them took off. I didn't even know about it. I lost track. It was a net zero account I started it with. That net zero account went out at the end of that same year I started the account, and then I lost track of that, the way to get into that account for 9 years. I finally went in and saw all these great comments. Hey, when's your next video? I never made another video. I got married and had 3 kids. It wasn't until December 31st, 2018 that I decided to start something that's never been done before. I don't think anybody's ever done this. It would be easy to do it if you started and the whole world knew right away and you're like, oh, cool, I'm making a living at this. And so, yeah, I'm going to do it. I do this as a hobby. It's always been a hobby. And the idea is every time along the way that something does come up, I'm not going to sit back and question anymore. I'm going to go full force and see if I can be a part of whatever is going on, because I won't be left behind any longer. And too many times we are afraid to try something new. I'll try. This is something that's very easy. I already have the content. And I think the stuff that's selling is not even, I don't know, not that the stuff I'm selling is visually that amazing. Like this one I just showed you, it's not visually that amazing, but the quote is amazing. The quote of the only difference between me and my physical heart is I will never give up. That is a powerful quote to look at and say, I own that quote. I paid $10 for that quote, you know? So it's something to see. Yeah, I'm not really sure how it's going to work out, but I think it's something that's interesting. It really is. And you never know where it's going to go. Like I said, I saw Gary Vee did this. He put out a coin or something, like some sort of NFT. I don't know. He sold them maybe. I don't know how much he was selling them for at the beginning, but I just saw the other day they were up at like $8,000 each. I was like, what the freak? I remember hearing about it, and I'm like, maybe I should. Same thing. Maybe I should buy one of those. Didn't freaking buy one. It's up to like 16 grand. They're all through the roof. Like everything goes crazy in this NFT thing. And the weird thing is, I think, and this is something maybe Paul looks at it more than I don't understand, but it seems like people play with this money, like this Bitcoin money and this crypto money, like it's not real. And so, for example, they'll see this stupid NFT and they're like, ooh, it's rare. Ooh, let me get that one. And they spend $40,000 on it that sells, they buy it for $40,000 as an investment. And I'm like, they didn't realize what that money was. They just took some stupid little freaking thing that was made in a computer in 3 seconds. You know what I mean? Like my next thought is I'm going to actually figure out how to get my songs on there at a small enough size, because I think it has to be under, I want to say 100 megabytes or 10 megabytes. So either clips or something so you can own a NFT of my music. I think that would be pretty cool. And so, for example, you'd own a copy of We Are the Sun or something like that, you know. Those I'm looking into, figure out how that works. But right now, it's just another way to, again, you could support the show another way. It's not just throwing money out there and saying, oh, you know, I was just going to give Mark a donation just to give a donation because he's out here working hard for us. No, I'm doing that, but I'm also getting something back besides the show. I'm getting like this cool thing in a wallet. And then the idea too is this: when I was a kid, I used to collect baseball cards. I would collect any New York Yankee baseball cards I could find. I loved all the Yankees. I just loved the Yankees. Like if you're a fan of something, to own some a piece of some of the show is kind of a cool thing as a fan to say, like, I own a piece of the Renaissance Man show. I'm not just a fan. I'm also an owner of the show, like I'm a part of the show. And it's, oh, I spent $10 to get a piece of the show, a piece of memorabilia from the show. It's like buying merch. You bought a t-shirt, same concept, except you're not physically wearing it. It's just something that you have in a wallet and you could see it's a piece of artwork that's digital. It's digital art. It's a very, very odd concept. But the way that it made sense is when someone said to me about the games, and when people spend money on games and on skins and all this stuff, it's so true. People spend $500,000 on video games, not just games, on one game and then adding on to that game. Oh, I got to get this body armor. I got to get that secret character. And they upgrade the characters in the games in order to look really cool in the digital virtual world. It's the same concept. For example, you're in this metaverse one day, this Zuckerchooch metaverse, and you have this house, and you want to put, for example, you just wanted to put on your wall, one of the walls, a big poster that said, "The only difference between me and my physical heart is I will never give up, Mark Pires." And you're able to do that because you own it. It's in your digital world there that people are coming in the house. Because who knows where this is going? That's what they're saying. You're going to buy a Picasso. You're going to be able to put a Picasso on the wall. Oh, look at that Picasso. I don't think it's going to be a Picasso because I think he's now gone. But the point is, the people that get involved in this are going to be selling different merch and different artwork for a digital world that's going to be massive in the coming age. Now, it's also the death of our society. We talked about this the other day. If you look at the photo, look at this. Look at the photo here. And I put Zuckerchooch in here, but look at the photo of this family here. Tell me, how is that? In what world? In what freaking world does that look okay? All 4 people with their faces and their stupid devices. And then you start thinking to yourself, okay, what's next? Digital world with a freaking Oculus glasses, goggles. Now you're literally doing this whole like Endgame, whatever was the name of that movie from you, Ready, Set, Go, or whatever, that from a few years ago. That movie is going to be our reality. We're going to be living in stacks, and nobody's living a real world. Living in the real world, they're all just living some fantasy. And so the artists of that fantasy world are going to be making money. I think that's the reality. I mean, look, I would, I work my tail off in real estate every day so I can come here and join you. If I could sell some NFTs and I can sell some music in order to come here and join you and still sell some real estate, same thing. I'm accomplishing the same exact mission. So it all helps my family. If I can sell any of these things, it helps my family. So that's why I'm going to continue to figure out, especially if I'm releasing things. The thing is, I see so many people out there just making a freaking killing with all the stuff they're doing. And some of it's not that impressive, but they're just connected to the right people and they're able to somehow monetize. I've been here for 1,038 days in a row. I'm not frustrated by the fact that I haven't monetized. I mean, I have like, oh, look, I have ads on the bottom of my show, but it's not like I've been able to get a sponsor or something and like make a living at this. This has been a hobby the whole time and I love it. I love it. That's why I show up every day. But if there are different ways and different aspects along the way that I'm not doing in order to somehow generate income for this show, for my family, in order to get to tomorrow, in order to succeed in life, I'm going to do that. Abso-freaking-lutely. Because that's the point. I'm meant to do this. How do I freaking make it so? Anybody? Bueller? That's the question. It's not a question of which way, because there is no right way. The question is, how do you get what's going on right now, which is what the world needs to be all you have to focus on all day is that? How do you make that happen? That's my question. And it's not something that I focus on, but that's the question. That's my question and solution of life problem I have. I have to figure it out. Because I'm going to keep showing up every day. So it's not a question of whether or not I have the determination. It's a matter of whether the world will ever be able to break through the wall that's around a lot of the truth out there right now. And we need truth. We all need so much more truth than we're getting, And yeah, it's funny. I was talking with my wife the other day about this too. She's like, you can't talk about politics. You can't get into things that are, going to create an issue. You're a real estate agent. So you make money, dude. You can't go out there and be like, blah, 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 blah. You're going to turn someone off who won't hire you to sell real estate. And unfortunately, she's right. Like, I'm shooting myself in the foot by being so outspoken, because I haven't figured out if there's a transition point at all. I've never figured that out. I sell real estate. That's what I do to make money. And then I shoot myself in the foot when I show up here daily, and I'm talking about fraudchi, and I'm going into all these things about the bugaboo. I'm in a blue state selling real estate for a living with a hobby of trying to affect positive change on this world. You see the problem with all that? And again, things would be easier and different if like people weren't so rotten. We talked about this yesterday. I had someone who basically cut my throat, and they sold and bought a house, sold here and then bought a house out of state. But I'm an agent out of this in the same state in New York, and I could have helped them, and they didn't use me. And if they did, it would have been huge for me, for my family. And they didn't. And it wasn't because I didn't, earn it. I shot the photos for the house. Literally went over there and shot all the photos myself. And I did everything I could. I gave them design advice. And, they just went on and tried to sell it on their own. And I guess some people will do that to you. You can't, no matter how good a person you are, there's going to be people who cut your throat. And the question is, do you want to stop? Do you want to let people like that jade you and make you feel like you're not going to trust others again? Don't let them have that power over you. I won't let anybody have that power over me. It was awkward when I saw him. It was awkward. Because I don't like being treated that way when I am so nice and I do so much for this world. But what can I do about it? And if I told you, there's a lot behind the situation there too. So it's sometimes the people who do that are most surprising, like when the profession that they are, the situation that it is in life, that some people really don't think about others very much, and, but we have to deal with it. You know what I mean? You can't let it take you down. You got to let it mold you into a stronger person, but also not completely separate you from trust. There's a lot of people out there that are going to break your trust. They're not going to give you the love back that you give, but the love they give you does not affect your happiness. It's the way you give your love that affects happiness. And if you can't give it anymore, you're not going to find happiness. That's the biggest thing, I think. You got to always be able to find something to love. And maybe that's why we find some people get down and they really, really start having a hard time, is they've found it very difficult to love anything. But you got to love your opportunity. And you got to love the idea that there is going to be a time you are appreciative that you're here still, That's like my biggest thing, is when people start to get so down on themselves. They're like, I can't handle this anymore. I don't know if I can do this. Look, the overwhelming reality of life is you can't break away from this moment. They distract us from it constantly. But the reality is you cannot break away from it. It's here, you're in it, and then all the distractions numb you from it. But occasionally something massive happens, a job or something, or relationship, something massive happens in your life where the moment becomes so powerful and real, it's impossible for you to stop it. It's impossible for you to separate from it. And you're like, oh my goodness, I don't think I could handle this. I can't handle the moment. You've been so distracted by everything else that when it actually was important and you had to focus on that second because it was something that happened in your life that made you realize it, it was too overwhelming. It's just not the type of world I want to live in. It's so weird being here right now in this time when it feels like so many people don't want peace. So many people just want to hate. And I can't even say, like, sometimes I go on, like, Twitter, and I saw that Twitter's meant to get people to hate each other. I'm convinced. I went on there and I saw some stupid thing. I'm like, I want to just yell at this person. They're like, that's the point. They want everybody yelling at each other in text form. What are you, freaking idiot? It's insane, but it's true. And that's what we learned about Zuckerchooch. They do the same thing. They force a friction in order to create more controversy, in order to create more ad dollars, in order to keep people on the platform longer. It's true. And that's on all platforms. That's why I can't wait to see what this truth platform is about when it comes out, to see if there's anything there, you know, just to be separate from this propaganda BS. I can't stand it anymore. You're dealing with this. Drunk on fake hate Kool-Aid. That's right, Jacqueline Grace. That is right. I have to play you guys something. Let's break out of this little bit of a rant here. And we're 1 hour into this puppy. Let's play a little something here. We released one track today. It was called Aaron Rodgers Live Call. I find it kind of interesting that we did this thing yesterday, and basically Aaron Rodgers got COVID today. Isn't that crazy? I released it earlier. I don't know if anybody saw it. I think it was pretty funny. So me calling him. And I just want you guys to know that literally I'm in the process of editing Three's Company, the movie, and it's going to be ready for this weekend. We may do a rough run of it tomorrow if it's up and running. I think it's going to be up and running. And so we may do a rough run of it tomorrow, live on the show, or Friday live on the show. I'm not sure yet. Or pieces of it. I don't know. We'll see. But let me play you something here. We have so much crazy content here. I want to play you one of these pieces of craziness. And let's see what you think. Like Vigilugi? Crazy Loogie. That guy's out of his mind if you didn't know about Vigilugi, but I'm going to give you... The ladies' man was hilarious. Oh, goodness. We've done so much here, haven't we? Just Dead. That was a good one. Dystopia 2021. That's a good one. Oh, I know what I want to play for you. So this is just a little bit of insanity right here. We did the movie Supermark versus Batmark. And while filming the movie, I had 3 different side pieces were filmed. I had 2 with Joanne, where she's not doing my freaking makeup, you know, and not sheening my hair. She was looking for sheen. I needed a sheen in the middle of that scene, and she's not doing it, you know. So that was a problem. And then we did How Fast is Supermark. That was another one. And then this one. Oh, also one more, Telefriffrin. Don't forget about Telefriffrin. One of the funniest bits ever was Randy Telefriffrin and Supermark. But this right here is another side bit. I held this for about 6 months. Just released this about a month ago. And it's one of the silliest things I've ever done. And I realized only after I was reviewing it, because I almost didn't release it. And then I started watching it. And I was like...
Hi, I'm Nicole Hockley from Sandy Hook Promise. I know this is hard to hear, but it's...
So, I'm just going to tell this real quick. I almost didn't release this, and then I started watching it. I'm going through my phone erasing things, and I'm like, should I erase this Hammer bit? I erased a 40-minute Hammer bit where I was doing Supermark stuff, and I was just talking through it. I don't think it was probably good, but I erased it. It doesn't matter because I needed to make room. But this one, I'm about to erase, and I'm like, let me just peep it and take a look. And when I started doing the behind-the-scenes stuff that goes on in this, you're going to hear here, I was like, oh, yeah, this has got to be dropped. So here we go. Let me know what you think.
All right, Hammerlin, take 2.
That's an NFT.
And action! Hammerlin Jamison, dropping the hammer and ripping off the fake news. I came here to change into my super outfit. I was just thinking if I could get into an outfit first, before I take off, I could probably stop myself from having a mistake in my pants. Hammerlin Jamison. I got this gig. They were like, hey, we need you to dress up as Superman. I was like, that sounds good to me. How about I do it? Can I drink a bottle of Jamison before? They said try to keep it to 1 cup. I didn't know if that meant per minute. I did it per minute. Hold on, we're running up. I did it per minute. Oh, Hammerlin! They said, Hammer, just put on a friggin' cape. You can go out there and just fly. You like to fly on a nightly basis with your stupid friggin' Hammerlin Jamison. Oh, yeah, my family is the one who gave me the keg. And they're like, here, Hammer, just go ahead and drink it down. Hammer, I'm starting to lose the feeling in my arms. Good thing I'm Super Hammer. And when Super Hammer tries to fly, he doesn't really need his arms. So I fly head first. Yep, I'm a head first flyer. Look, Hammer. Oh, we got a little cat in the tree. Look, I'm head first flying it. I'm gonna go. You think that I don't need to go and go with my arms up in the air? Oh, I'm going in this direction, that one. Hammer, wake up, ladies. You can't do Super Hammer if you're falling asleep and puking on yourself. So where's the, hold on, what's the gig? Oh, is it a cat in a tree? Oh, how's it tasting? Hold on, I'm ready to go. Just give me a second here. Let me just pull my cape around because then I can fly straight. I don't need to be able to go like this with my arms. I'm trying to shake him up. Hold on. Shaking him up. Shake it up. And I'm dropping the hammer and ripping the lid off. Fake news. That's right, I'm not doing that today. I'm a super. Hold on, let's do take 3. It's just nail out take 3.
All right, Hammer. This time try to focus in. We really told you not to drink. So, take 3. I hope this time he does it right.
It's Shannon and fighting.
Hi, Shannon. Hold on. I Shannon and Howard.
I'm sorry, I forgot this is in English. Can we do it again?
Okay, take 4. Action!
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
Hammerlin, why are you yelling numbers and counting down?
It's telling how many bottles of Jamison I'm gonna drink tonight, how many I started with, and how many I have left. I got to 5 Jamison bottles in, and I got 5 left.
Okay, take 5. Hammer, please, no more drinking in between takes. Is that what you're doing? Please go out there and get this done. We all want to go down to, we want to get home to our children. Can you please get this done?
Just friggin' percent. I'm gonna try my best.
Take 5. Action!
Hammer Jammer! I just said it, Father. Oh my gosh almighty. Hammerlin Jamison has one thing to say to you. You can be super also. Like Super Hammer. Florence! Give me my drink! That was a perfect take! I wasn't gonna need another one. That was perfect.
Hammer, you had the cape on your head. It was the worst take in history. Take 6. Action!
Super Hammer on duty! We got the duty. I'm sorry, guys. Take 7, I did duty.
Okay, let's change Hammer again. Okay, we good? Okay. Take 8 and action. Hammer jam! Woo! Hammer jammer! Hammer jammer! Crazy sinner, bang! I'll punch somebody out for a bottle of Jamison. You gonna try to not kill yourself? You can't give me a bottle of Jamison when I'm gonna fly and try to save the planet? I'm going that way. If there's a bar, that's the way I'm going. What was the line? Line? That's right, I'm sorry. It's not a coincidence that I got here this evening. I have some lives to save. That was perfect, Hammer. Great job. You got it. That was really crappy. It doesn't matter. He got through it. Okay, let's move on to the next scene. Oh, my goodness.
Hammer jammer. You know, you can't go wrong with a hammer jammer situation. Just saying. Some people are thinking maybe it's going to go wrong. No. Hammer jammer always comes out on top, you know. Sometimes he always winds up with a gig. Like, how did he get that gig? It's freaking hammer jam. You know, that's like a silly thing for you to ask. Like, how did he get that gig? You know, you should have really looked into it. Ooh. I think this is the one I want to get into here. I want to get into something from here. Gosh almighty. There's so much silliness here. There's so much freaking silliness here. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. This right here was a bit called Radio Call-In Contest. I'm going to share it with you. If you guys can give it a like, give it a share, give it a comment, all that love. You know how it is. All right, Hammer Jammer. Here we go. So, comedy took over. That's it. Comedy wins. There we go. We ended the poll on comedy. Whoever got that last one in there, I think it may have been Drifting. You won. You're the winner. Yeah, what do we have? Joanne, what do we have for Drifting for being the winner tonight? No, we're not giving checks away. No, Joanne, we gotta have like a furry bear or something. Like, you gotta give something away as a gift, as a prize. You know, like, Hot 97, we're giving away a bear today. Like, oh, really? What kind of plush bear? No, a friggin' bear. Like, you got a Kodiak bear in your house now. Sorry, you shouldn't have called in to Hot 97. You call in Hot 97 and you listen, there's an unspoken rule and an unspoken contract when you call Hot 97 and try to win the award, the surprise, and like the big chest, you know, the prize that pops out of the chest. It happens to be an actual physical bear this time. You thought we meant like a big, like, fluffy bear? No. We meant like straight out of the forest, out of the wilderness. We grabbed a Kodiak bear, 9 months old, raised it to full adult. We didn't feed it for 3 weeks. It's all yours. We're just going to drop it off tonight. That, you can't get like into that? Like, that's what we did here. We told you from the beginning, come on, give us a call. You're on these 7. We're going to give you a bear. You freaking called in. That's on you. Like, we can't now step back and be like, oh, you know what? We have to do the contest over because this guy doesn't want a Kodiak bear. You understand like what we're doing here? That's why it's the unspoken contract. When you call in, am I the winner? Am I the 11th caller? You darn right are the 11th caller. Sign out of 711, 11th caller today. And we got you. What's your name on the phone right now? It's Dolores. Oh, hi, Dolores. Listen, you're the winner tonight. Fantastic. We can't wait to send you your bear. Oh, my goodness. I can't wait to get the bear and give it to my husband. Oh, my God. What kind of plush bear is it? Is it one like you got from like a big carnival? Well, we're not sure what you mean. A carnival bear? No, it doesn't do tricks. No. Oh, what color is it? Is it pink? Is it a pink? This is Hot 97. We don't get pink bears. We get actual bears. Like, they eat people if you don't feed them. We didn't feed ours for 3 weeks, but in a cage. He's ready to go, baby. So we're stopping by. We used caller ID. We know exactly where you live. There's no hiding from the freaking Kodiak bear. Hot 97. You can't call Hot 97 and, like, you know what I mean, then be like, you know what? I don't want the door prize. I don't want the 11th caller prize. I thought I did, you know, but then you were like, it's livestock. Like, you know, I don't know why you guys decided to get like something that could hurt human beings, though. Like, what did you do that for? Like, couldn't you just get something like a little fuzzy bear? Like, I thought you had a fuzzy bear for us. No. We're the edgiest rock station on the planet. When we tell you we're giving you a bear, we're giving you a freaking Kodiak bear. Long razor blade type of, you know, claws, teeth down to the knees, you know. We're hardcore, you know, rock and roll here. We can't do it, you know. Like, oh, we gave a little plush bear. Nobody would listen to our station if we're giving out a plush. You understand, right? Plush bear doesn't equal 97.1. Like when we're doing 97.1 and we're hitting people in the face with the hard rock death metal, you can't give away like a little plush bear. That's like a weird assumption on your part. You know what we do here. You understand. We kick walls in while we play. You're in the middle of playing and we're demolitioning, like it was whole house. We demoed it. It's down. Like, we just started the song. Freaking house is down to the ground. We hired this guy, Sonny the Fists. He takes it all out. One fist, one punch. That's it. But that's a special case. He's a very expensive punch. Some people, you charge like 13 grand to take out of the house. You got to pay 13 grand for a Sonny Fist too. It's just done quicker. You know what I mean? Like some people are like, oh, I'm going to hire a group of guys to come down and raise the home. Take it down. They take it away. And it takes like 6 days to, 9 days. Sonny the Fist knocks it down in one punch. And then you just have guys take it away. So it's worth it because you're paying the same amount. You just have that weird thing. You were like, you just hit you hit it once. I'm giving you that $13,000 for one hit. It's not the fact that it was one hit. It's that I knew where to hit it. You knew that old fable, right? Oh yeah, I'm the one guy who's been the master. I spent me 30 years in order to figure out exactly where to hit that. That's what you paid for. You paid for experience, buddy. Look, that's what Sonny says when he goes and he charges 13 grand for a punch. I'm just saying. But look, if you're going to be a radio station and then you're going to do like a giveaway and it doesn't match with the genre of the show, I don't know what to tell you. You know what I mean? Then I'm really kind of taken back. Because I'm like, hold on. We just played a song about someone eating their knee because they were hungry. They didn't have any food, so they ate their knee. And then they jumped through a plate glass window only to fall 3 stories and break their shoulder, which they loved. They really loved it. It was like part of the song. They're like, yeah, I love the pain. Like it was, and then what color is the plush bear? Just remember, if you call in to we're writing cards to our loved ones show, like, oh, I wrote the most beautiful card to my loved one, then you expect a plush bear on the giveaway. Oh, we're giving away a bear. You're getting a plush bear from the card writing ladies, But when you call in to 97.1, the hard rock station of the planet, the song before, it was about a guy who, just for fun, he liked to throw really heavy things onto his knee. It's all about the knee on this platform. We play songs that have to do with songs and people's knees and doing really weird things. That guy was eating his knee. This guy drops 50-pound weights on his knee. He's just like, ah! And the same thing, they kind of stole the chorus. It was like, I love the pain. I love the pain. It's like, I don't know why we do it. I really don't. I wish we did give a plush bear away. I mean, now I'm being honest with you. I'm being honest with you, Dolores. I wish we did have a plush bear for you, but it's a 15-foot Kodiak bear. So we'll be heading by. We got the cage and everything. But look, we're taking the key to the cage after we unlock it. and we go. It's part of the contract, unspoken word. Like we go, we open the cage. Remember, Kodiak Bear hasn't eaten in 3 weeks, so go stock up. We unlock the door. We go like this and open it. And then we go, okay, see you later, Dolores. We jump in the car and we're freaking gone. That's it. I mean, that's what we're doing. And then you've got to deal with this new friend of yours, the Kodiak Bear. I heard you can, sometimes make it your friend. Like, you got to feed it first. Do you have any kids? Like, I'm hoping you don't have any young kids around. We didn't plan for that. That's not part of the language. If you look at the contract, it doesn't say anything about you and your child. It says, this is given to you, Dolores. You called in. You were the 11th caller. 11th caller, blood oath, has to take the call-in prize of the day. You're getting it. Remember, if I were you, I would go buy some freaking steak. I'd head to the store. I'd pick up like a bunch of meat because you don't want them eating your arm. You don't want them taking your knee out, and then they're going to come and write a song about you. This lady, she got a Kodiak Bear, and the bear ate a freaking knee. Yeah, I like the pain. I like the pain. Again, they're like really weird with this whole pain thing, you know what I mean? But like, these are the songs that are written. Like, you can't, the messenger thing, you can't, you're going to come after the messenger? I'm just telling you what we do here on Hot 97.1. This is not the one, the R&B rap one. This is like the new one where we take sledgehammers and we just take down like old, Honda Accords from 86. Just, it's like an office space. We get out there and just stand on top, just breaking them. And then we film it and we go live. That's our YouTube channel, 97.1. Whoa, what Honda Accord do we have today to beat the hell out of? That one. I'm getting into it. Like at first I was kind of like, you know what I mean? And then after you start swinging that sledgehammer and you're breaking a friggin' metal vehicle and it's just crumbling underneath your mallet head, you're like, I get it, And you start being a demo guy. You call this Sonny the Fist guy. You're like, look, whatever work you don't want to take on, just send it over my way. I'm ready to go. I'm into it now. I'm breaking things, getting paid for it, So I guess that's what happens when you ask for comedy first, is we just ramble about a radio station. What? Gosh almighty. Another new bit. The show with never-ending bits. I mean, they're also long, but I mean, like, never-ending new bits. Like, we could just go and pick so many different shows out of a hat here that we've done. It's kind of crazy. Spider Mark, the Pretzel Thief. Oh, my goodness. Zabrowski Woohoo Grammy. Yeah, the Mark Della Effect. Christopher Walken plays Dick Facce. That was pretty silly. Oh, my goodness. And then, of course, we've got Batmark and the Key to the City. That was a good one. Oh, goodness, guys. Literally, this is like the craziest stuff. I want to play something here I haven't listened to in a little bit. This is a song here that is about our society. And I wrote this one. It's on the album 2 albums ago. Last album, I believe it's on. It's called A Sign of the Times. That was the name of the album as well. So if you go onto Spotify, if you go onto any platform and you type my name in, you're going to see there's 130 songs from just this year alone. That's just not 130 songs that I wrote over the last 30 years and 20 years, 25 years since I've been playing. I'm like, oh, I'm going to release these songs. I wrote 130 songs so far this year and released them into the world. They were written live in this show. And this is one of them right here. This one I really dig on. It's got a spoken word vibe to it as well. A Sign of the Times.
If you or a loved one wear glasses or contacts, or suffer from any type of vision impairment, you must see this.
We're here on Sunday night,
The stars are hiding, no light shining through them. You see, they started a new experiment in the sky. Mr. Billy Boy Gates trying to redirect the sun. The chemtrails, they got us on the run. I'm not sure where I want to go, where I can go to be safe. Do I have to be masked up every day, even when things are okay, from the CV9 day? And times, they're coming for everyone. So why are we so consumed with all the little things that can take us down? And all the big things that come at the end no matter what. So live it for the moment you got. You've only got one shot in this body with this mind. It's time for you to step up and make your decision. What's gonna be? It's up to you, you got to be. You got to be. One way or other, yeah, you trust in what you hear with your ears. Oh, you're giving up, you let all your fears take over. It's a sign of the times. It's a sign of the times. A sign of the times. Oh, yeah. It's a sign of the times. Yeah, yes. A sign of the times. Somewhere over the rainbow. Do you think that is possible? Or are we in a cataclysmic change of proportions we can't understand until it passes us by? We're in history books that talk about the way we acted and when it mattered most. How we treated each other, how we gave up on each other, how we decided to smother love instead of give it to each other, love one another. Yeah, we started to destroy word love. A sign of the times. It's a sign of the times. Used to have a VCR, I could put the rewind to set the walk and grab a chip, come back and still rewinding, and I got about 5 minutes more. That's fine, I keep myself occupied. Yeah, but right now you just push a button on your remote control. Yeah, you're like that, the movie's starting over. You got no anything you want. It just comes to you so naturally. You push a button and it's there for you. It's not realistic, no. You don't work for none of it, no. You're doing working out that thumb. Oh, you getting a real good workout with that thumb. Are you a righty? Are you a lefty? I'm thumbing that remote control. I'm changing the channel, yo. Oh, look, it's ESPN. Look, it's the PGA Tour. I don't know. Gonna watch the Olympics. It's on about 4, and I gotta check it. It's on Fox 5 tonight. Oh, really? I don't watch TV. Why? It's the negative. Yeah, I got nothing to do with it. Even when you're looking at the Olympics and you got people on their knees, they don't even have respect for the country they live in. Are you kidding me? I mean, what are you even doing there? Don't go if you don't respect the country you're from, so just get the frig out. I'm just saying, plenty of people stand there and cry when they win a friggin' gold. And you're gonna sit there and disrespect the country that you get to live in? The greatest country on the planet? Oh no, there's a narrative. Oh, okay. You're freaking kidding me, right? It's a sign of the times. Yeah, yeah. It's a a sign of the time. It's a sign of the time.
Living by a lie. Oh my, we got the cameras on us. Oh, let's throw the makeup on. Let's start crying. Let it all drip down my face. Yeah, let's just create a race war. How about that? We do it every couple of years when there's an election. Oh, they did it again? You're a racist country now. I'm sorry, it's fact now because they said it in the news. No matter how you are as a person, no matter if you treat people fairly, you love them for the way they treat you or how they are as a human, you're still a racist. It's the world we live in now. Everybody's so darn touchy. Yeah, nobody has a skin that's thick enough. Yeah, the frig is going on. Sign, it's a 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 sign of the time. Everybody's got some tissues in their pocket. They've got to cry all day and say, why me? I'm this new thing. I just made it up. I'm calling Markovich. Yeah, it's this thing where I identify as Markovich. And you can't say a thing because I identify that way. It's just how I feel. I don't care how you feel, 'cause it's how I feel. Yeah, you can deal, you can make a new bathroom for me. I don't know which one I wanna go in, so just make number 3. It's a crazy world we living in, yeah. It's a sign of the times, yeah. It's a sign of the times, yeah. The sign of the times. Now people out there are really mad I'm saying this. I'm sorry, but this is the moment that is speaking to you. And I can't change the way I feel. I love you all, but we don't need to categorize everyone, no. It's simple, you're a soul, so am I. And there we get lost. On that we can sing a song. We can carry on. We can make another one. 1 turns to 2 and 2 to 4. Yeah, but when you start dividing it, there is no more. It's a sign of the times. It's a sign of the times. So remember when you are being gaslit, yeah, that none of it is true. Yeah, they're all full of there. And if you want to take them at face value, then you got to do what you need to do. You need to run it through. It's the sign of the times. 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 Time is a tic-tac-toe. You know it's going to go. The sign of the time. They've been lying to you. They've been telling you. They've been lying to you forever. It's a sign of the time. It's a sign of the time. It's a sign of the time. Love used to be a thing we cared to explore. And all of a sudden it seems like it is not much of a concern anymore. What about that hate? Can't get enough of that. I'll just throw some on my plate. I'll throw some chipotle on it and say, it's hot enough, make it hotter anyway. What's that? I hear something coming from behind me. Need to turn around before it get me. I swear I know it's coming for me. I don't know if there's a hiding place in here. I gotta look around before I see them peek their head round the corner. Before the night's over, you know there's going to be something that's going to be out of control. Sign of the time. Sign of the time. It's a 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 sign of the times. Sign of the time. It's a sign of the time. Sign of the time. It's a sign of the time. Yeah. It's a sign of the time. Sign of the time. It's a sign of the times. Sign of the time. It's the sign of the times. It's the sign of the times. Yeah. Throw in the friggin' pick. Ooh, let's...
Dude, stop trying to play guitar.
Oh my goodness. That guy's gonna tell me how to play guitar? I just hear it, dude. I don't freaking know how to play the guitar. Miyagi! Why do I have so many freaking flies in this freaking basement? You know? Miyagi situation. It's like a never-ending Miyagi situation here. You know, let me play you something over here. There's a track here that did not make the album, and it was all by accident. And it should be on one of the albums. It's such a good song. We haven't heard it in a while. I see you, Miyagi situation. One of these days I'll get lucky and get Bruce Lee, Fly Lee. What do we got, dude? Trying to find this one. I don't even know what it's called, to be honest. I know when I see it, it's a yellow. I just saw Campfire Story Time. That's a lychee situation. Where is that track? Now it'll be one of those tracks that never makes one of the albums because I can't even find it. It's kind of crazy. I don't know. Maybe I won't be able to find it. I'm going to play you. Let's play you something here. That is... This is called... I don't know if this is telefriffin. I don't think this is telefriffin. I don't want to play that. I'm having second thoughts on playing that. I think I'm going to stick with music. Now there is... Let's play this one because I think... I don't know. I know it's a beautiful song. This is one of the songs of the 130 that are on iTunes right now. It's called We Need More Light. Ain't that the friggin' truth? I hope you enjoy. This is available on in all music stores. Anthem for all the light workers. A fight song to fight all the darkness. dark world we're living in. There are beacons of light within the darkness. If you can find them, you should love them and push them up and lift them up. Doesn't seem to be getting any better. Oh, 'cause we need more light. We need to fight the darkness. Say we need more light. Yeah, we need the light to fight the darkness. Fight the darkness. We need more light. 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 They try to shut us down. They don't want positivity around. Light workers, light workers. We need to start the fire. Light workers. We need to gather here and have no fear, 'cause we've got what this world needs right now. Yeah. We need more light. We need to fight. We need to shine bright like the light. Yeah, we need to fight. Yeah, we need to shine bright like the light. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We need the light. We are the fight. We are the light. We'll break the night. And we'll stop the darkness in the end. Open your heart, open it up to the world right now. Light up like the sun. Light up like the sun. Light up like the sun. Oh, light up like the sun. Light up like the sun. Oh, light up like the sun. Light up like the sun. I need you to light up like the sun. Brighter than the sun. Light up brighter than the sun. Light up brighter than the sun. You and I are one. Just light up brighter than the sun. Light up brighter than the sun. So when you walk down the road, you see someone with a chip on their shoulder, want you to look back and smile right in their face and let them feel your light and feel your love. Help them rise above. Sometimes people don't know what they're doing. Sometimes people don't know that they're ruining their lives every day, in every way. It's time for you to wake up. It's a new day. Every day, it's a new day. We need more light. We need more light. Throw a pick. Oh, yes. Now that is a powerful song. Another powerful moment that came out of this program. How about this one? How about this one? Every time I hear this one, it makes me want to just freaking... I feel like I'm in... I don't know. This is like a gospel tune right here.
Hi.
And this is when you have a thought, you have a vibe that comes through, and you just say, you know what? We're going with it. This is on an album. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gathered here tonight to preach and find the light. Put your hands in the air, yeah. I'm gonna get through it all, yeah. No matter how dark it gets outside, just grab a good bucket, just say your prayers, 'cause tomorrow is not guaranteed. So much hatred in the world right now. We're just trying to cut through. Maybe one day we will find a way to get the world here. When we're doing this,
got something to talk about tonight. There's so much hatred in the world, it starts making you feel alone. Looking at familiar faces, but you don't see the same thing. You seem to have all the answers, and you condemn if someone's different from you. Someone's different from you. We're all different. We're all unique. We're all amazing. We all have something to give to the world. If we dig deep within, we'll find our own. We must look within, yeah. We must look within, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, I think it's about time we take a knee. Take a knee for the right reasons, not for some made-up cause. Or maybe it's real, I don't know anymore, 'cause I'm so confused. 'Cause everywhere I go, I just see such anger. The fear keeps compelling us as a whole. Oh, when we're gonna say enough's enough. Ladies and gentlemen, just remember, you only get one life. You only get one day. You only get one moment. The question is, what are you gonna do with it? We are all so unique, yeah. We are so beautiful, each and every one of you. So don't listen to the noise, don't listen to the lies, 'cause they're all trying to take you out of this moment right here. But I got news for you. I'm gonna keep on driving every time I'm here with you, to show you that this moment that we share is that thing that we should really care about. The only thing we can change is in this second, in this breath. Don't rest. Get up and go. 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 Let me just try something real quick. A little bit further back. Get up and go. Get up and go. Get up.
I think I gotta do that. I gotta take this track and do this whole track over. And when we get to stuff like this, do like 5-part harmonies. Get up and that'll be the way to end the song right there. That's a fire tune right there. It's getting cold in this basement, guys. I have to put my freaking jacket on over here. Are you kidding me? It's freaking cold down here. I'm getting scooty goop news. You kidding me? I got a freaking bear outfit on over here. I killed him. I killed a bear. I had to make this freaking jacket. It's cold. I pulled an Anthony Hopkins with Alec Baldwin in the woods. No, not Rust. It was another movie. And we were there doing it, right? I came out with a friggin' 9-inch blade into the side of the friggin' bear. Alec Baldwin tried to kill me. He's like, I'm going to go after your wife. Bad guy in that movie. Bad guy. Oh, fam and friends, we had another awesome show tonight, didn't we? It's what we do every night. We get into the moment and create something magical. So, yes, my brother Jesse, send me an email. I'll help you find a place, my friend. Here we go. This is my email right here. And let me know where you're looking, where you need to go, and I will find you an amazing agent to help you get exactly what you need, or at least give you every option so you can figure out what works best for you, my friend. I appreciate each and every one of you, and that's a great thing. I appreciate that Jesse just thought of me. If you guys are ever thinking of buying or selling real estate, just shoot me a note first. That's my email, and I can line you up with the best agent in your area. Doesn't have to be from Connecticut or New York. I could find a Berkshire Hathaway agent in your town. Instead of you calling and saying, hey, I'm trying to sell my house, let me call the manager, let me do what I do, which is ask the questions I know how to ask, and get you the best agent possible so you can make sure you get the most money in the shortest period of time. And so I'd love to help all of this family out with all of their transactions when it comes to real estate. It costs you nothing. It's a little extra work on my side, and then if it winds up being successful, that agent you do select would actually pay me a referral fee. It would cost you nothing. The same money you pay them, you'd still pay them. They just wind up giving a small portion of that over to the agent who referred them. So it is cool. It's actually a huge part of my real estate business. So the fact that Jesse thought of me means so much. Thank you, brother. Really means a lot. So I do want to say goodnight to each and every one of you. And remember, guys, tomorrow, Thursday night, we do it all over again. We're talking about day 1039 in a row. Guys, we're closing in on 1,100 days already. Are you kidding me? Like, we just started 1,000 days. Here's the other thing. Tomorrow I'm hoping to have the first rough cut of Three's Company, the movie. Who wants to watch Three's Company, the movie, like the premiere preview tomorrow? Or do you think I should just hold it off and have us all watch it at the same time together on Friday or Saturday? I think it's probably a better idea. I'll just kind of build some suspense. And I'll throw a couple of portions out there. I can come out, we could share a little bit. But I don't think we should watch the whole thing until the showtime. That's just me speaking now, thinking about it. Anyway, we have a lot more stuff coming at you. A lot more from PP Poo Poo Coin. Remember, you don't want to miss the PP Poo Poo Coin. And if you are interested in supporting the program, you can do that many ways. And one of the newest ways to do that is you can buy an NFT, which is a way of supporting the show. And also, if NFTs do become something, and the show continues to drive towards the friggin' sun like you know I'm going to, then maybe those things will be worth something someday. I'm not really sure. But worst case scenario, you didn't buy the rupee coin or the SID 45 coin that was now rupee coin. He should have gone with SID 45 coin. He didn't want to do it. He's like, no, we're gonna go with rupee coin. It has more fire behind it, more steam. You know. Oh, we got heat behind the rupee coin. It was a freaking cold winter. You know what I mean? People are like, what? Rupee coin? No freaking way. Can I throw them at people? Can I give them to people I hate? Like, that's where they started going with it. It became like the negative coin was the rupee coin. Sid had too much to go around. He still has too much to go around. Poor Sid. Sid, I told you, you should have branded it the Sid 45 coin. You would have been sold out already. And they'd be all like rupee coins. You can't get rid of a rupee coin in 2022. I'm sorry. You should have gone BB Poo Poo. And worst case scenario is, the newest Pee Pee Poo Poo. And then a Shibbity Bibbity Boo Boo. That's the one that's coming out in mid-2022. That one, whew. But Pee Pee Poo Poo is going to have to take over some of the slack because BB Poo Poo's out. Like, we're basically, like, running out right now. People are like, I want BB Poo Poo. I'm like, you're out of freaking stock. There's no more, dude. We sold out. You want some? You got to buy it from somebody else. Guess what that means? You're paying up. You're paying up for the Pee Pee Poo Poo. But don't worry about it. You'll get the effervescence. It will be all over you before you know it, you know? And you won't be able to ever get the taste out of your mouth, like that type of situation. So anyway, fam and friends, remember that when we do this, we do it. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. We're not going at it a little bit, you know? We're not going to be like, we freaking go at it, you know what I mean? 2 hours, 4 minutes in, I'm going for a left, another uppercut, neck chops, you know what I mean? Like, we're doing it. We don't slow down the last 3 minutes of the show. Usually the best part is the last 5 minutes of the show. We do some sort of new crazy thing. Your rupee coin. Aaron Rodgers' phone call. That was the last 5 minutes of the show yesterday. BB Poo Poo came out in the last 5 minutes of one of the shows. Like, the stuff that I think of when I'm tired after the night's over, after we've improvised a lot, is sometimes the best stuff because it's so laid back. Right, Joanne? That friggin' heartbeat, right? I try to make it work with the beat here. But she's got the arrhythmia, so it's just like... She's like an old friggin' truck from the early 1900s when they were, taking corners. The horn was like... It's her friggin' heart. I do feel bad for you, Joanne. No, I'm not saying I don't feel bad for you. I do feel bad for you. I just can't freaking stand the sound of it. And it wasn't like, it was like Christine Seidman sends me a message. She's like, Mark, look, I love the Renaissance Man Joe, but do you think you could ask Joanne to quit with the freaking wheezing? I was like, Christine? I get it. And when Sydney, who was, again, coining the Sid 45 / rupee coins, he was like, look, Mark, I'm making these rupee coins right now, but do you think Joanne can stop with the filing in the background? Because it's really distracting me when I'm trying to make my rupee coin situation. I get it, Sid. I get it. I don't have much control over that one. And then, of course, Rob was too. Rob sent me a personal message on Telegram, which you should all be followed on like Telegram right now, doing a Telegram situation, because when we're there on a Telegram, we're doing it. You know what I mean? And Rob was like, hey, Mark, oh, that's cool. Look, I wanted to find out if there's any way you can have Joanne go into the other room so we don't have to hear her freaking heart beating in the background. The omnicarditis, we're calling it now. Omni, it's everywhere at once. It's everything. She's got an omnicarditis. And so basically, my message from Rob, hey, Mark, please send the friggin' omnicarditis queen into the other room. We're looking for a break. We want to hear you, buddy. We don't want to hear the omnicarditis situation going on, the file and the wheezing. I know. I get it. The worst one, though, was when I saw Jacqueline Grace, Kibo, Pamela, S-Coop, and Acts. Acts, my brother. They all sent the same message. I couldn't believe this one. This is like a weird one because I didn't think anybody saw it. I thought it was pretty clean here. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't think it was, we keep it clean here on the Renaissance Man Show, right? But I got messages from everybody, including Jesse Lee. He sent the same freaking message. You want to know what that message was? Mark, love the show. Big fan. However, do you think you could ask Joanne to stop stacking her doll hair behind you during the show? Like, it's getting to be too much. Like, we're here trying to watch a show. We're seeing all these bags, Walmart bags, CVS bags. It'd be cool if she went with the same color uniform, but she's throwing it into all these different colored bags, and it's stacked up behind you, and it's starting to become very much a distraction. And I said, I get it. Joanne, they're asking you to do your freaking job. Take your doll hair home, deposit it into the doll hair bank. You know, you go down there. How are my doll hairs doing? Are they accruing any interest? You get in there, you find out they're not. They're still there, though. You get still the same amount of doll hair. They don't accrue interest. Where did you hear that one? That you're going to get more doll hair by putting the doll hair bank? No, you don't get any sort of interest on the doll hair situation. Oh, I'm getting 0.1% on my doll hair. Yeah, what are they doing? Manufacturing doll hairs? Cloning doll hairs? Like, how are they doing it? They can't. Those doll hairs are unique. They were purchased at a Gary V tag sale. Crushing it. Check it out. Crushing it. I was like, dude, I know you're crushing it. You are crushing it. And I am too. I bought another doll hair set collection. I gotta pay Joanne tonight. He's like, that's cool, dude. He's like, crushing it. I was like, I know. We know it. We don't need to hear you say it again. You're crushing it. But Joanne, she's crushing that freaking desk. Just when she leans on it. I gotta buy a new desk now. Yeah, shards of freaking wood all over the studio right now. You didn't hear that just now? It's crashing to the ground. You're right back there? Yeah. That's how we show our concern here. You know what I mean? Like, we don't want to be too forward. This is 2021. You can't be like, oh, Joanne, can I help you up? You get into a problem. You do it to help me help you up in the 2021 situation. You gotta go, how you doing back there? You all right? Pick yourself up off the wood table, floor situation with the splinters all over you now because you broke the table into a million pieces. Toothpicks everywhere. You know, can you pass me one of those, Joanna? I got something in my teeth from the Life cereal I just ate a little while ago. All right, I'll get it myself. Don't worry about it. She's so inconsiderate. She's like, I'm still trying to get up. Whatever. You got a quadruple heart situation. You got toothpicks all around. You broke the table. You can't just share one with me. I got a little piece of Life cereal in my tooth. What kind of number 2 are you, Joanne? You know? Oh, thank you. She finally gave me one. Better. Right there. There we go. See, Joanne, all you have to do sometimes is put a little bit of effort in. You know what I mean? I'm not asking for you to run down the hallway and go and grab me the friggin', you know, I sometimes need a chopstick situation when we're dealing with the Miyagi flies. Because I can't catch them with my hands. I don't know why, but the chopsticks, I'm money. Boom, boom, boom. Bang, biggity, boo. We were talking about doing an NFT. This is a great idea. Pamela, I think it was, or S-Coop. Someone, I think it may have been. Both of them. They were like, hey, you should take the carcasses of all the flies you've been killing and sell them as NFTs. Not a bad idea. We can take photos. This is Fly Lee, number 4. By Menon. Shot, selling it. Everybody's rich. Oh, cool. I got the first NFT of Fly Lee. Bruce Lee's great-great-great-great-grand fly. Everybody's doing it now. And we were Bruce Kung Fu, Bruce Lee, Fly Lee fighting. I can hear it already. Yeah, we were Fly Lee fighting. Yeah, everybody came around to hear that one. It's like top 3 in 2023. It comes back as like it charts. I can't wait to hear Fly Lee. We were Fly Lee fighting. You know, when we were doing the Fly Lee fighting situation on the road, biggest touring band of the year, you know, everybody's like, hey, we want to hear the Fly Lee situation. On it, you know, and we were Fly Lee fighting. Everybody's going. They're all into it, right? Because they're doing a Fly Lee situation. And when you do that, you're just getting the real true emotion and spirit out of people, right? And occasionally there's like someone getting kicked in the face, you know, and that's just interesting, really. Like, and we were Fly Lee for, well, no, please don't do that. We didn't intend for a brawl to take place here. Who's got the best, you know, like kick above the shoulder, you know? That guy clearly over there just kicked 5 people in the face. They're on the ground. They're not Fly Lee fighting anymore. They are now crying on the ground. No, sir. I'm not trying to fight you. I'm here doing a show, okay? You were Fly Lee fighting. I joked when I said, and we were. I was saying you were. And you were flyly fighting. When you bring yourself into it, they're coming to kick you in the face. So I switched up the lyrics in the 2023 version. You didn't know this. But it comes out, everybody's all crazy for it. And you were flyly fighting. Because when you put yourself in there, you're getting a kick in the face. You don't want that. No Facce kicks. And it started to happen. You know, it was like a racist / hate event that started happening. They were talking about it in the news. We were kung fu fighting, whatever, you know, flyly fighting, kicked in the face again today in Georgia. You know, crazy people in Georgia. In a flyly fighting situation. The guy was flying through the air like Liu Kang from Mortal Kombat. You know, he got his guy, you know. But when you say we, you're the guy they're kicking in the face. So make sure you say you. You were kung fu. You and that guy were kung fu fighting. Not me. I'm here singing the song. You remind people when you're doing it. So that was where the hook was like, but I'm just the guy here singing the song for you, yeah, 'cause we were flyly fighting. Not me, I'm here just playing the song for you. We were flyly fighting. You know what I'm saying? It was working out. We were doing it. The whole world stopped that year. You know? Unfortunately, then they came out with another pandemic. That one was even worse than the pandemic of 2019. They were like, oh, and everybody is like, bah, bah. Yeah, dude. That was the same as 2019, though. Like the same reaction point. Oh, okay, it's safe and effective. Boogity boogity boo, right? Yeah, that was what happened. It was one of the greatest moments in history is when they were like, "You're not a cow. You're not a horse." And I was like, "No, I'm not a cow or a horse. That's silly. I'm a freaking guinea pig! Biggity biggity boo! Ching ching ding 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 ding! Oh, biggity boogity! You telling me I'm not a horse? I'm a cow? Okay. What am I then? What am I? Am I a human? Oh no, you're a freaking guinea pig! Boogity boogity boo! Dr. Weasel Fauci, how dare you? What? You can't do that. You can't come on the air and do a Weasel Fauci situation. That's anecdotal. It's not freaking anecdotal. Stop it. You keep saying anecdotal left and right when you're just being a Weasel Fauci. I'm Dr. Weasel Fauci. I know, I just announced you, did an introductione again. We had you on for 15 minutes earlier in the show. You're back now, you're starting crap? Tell us, Dr. Weasel Fauci, what are the rates of infection for people who don't get the bugaboo? We don't have that information. It's anecdotal. Everything's freaking anecdotal to you. Everything. I've never heard you say anything factual. We have some great information on remdesivir, and it looks like it's going to be a game changer. Oh, you mean 54% of the people die? That is a game changer. You're right. 54% die. 46% chance of living. You're more of a chance of dying than living from the remdesivir. That's anecdotal. It's not anecdotal at all. I saw the friggin' research paper. And also, then, I mean, what are we doing here? What do we do? Are we going to just vaccinate the entire planet? What is that the plan here? Exactly. We're going to do a bugaboo for everybody. A bugaboo or 2 a day. You got to have 15 per year. You got to light them up. Your friggin' application's gonna go from green to yellow to red. And you won't be able to buy food. You're gonna be a second-class citizen. No. This has nothing to do with, demeaning people and separating the public. You are being a bad human being because you did not get the bugaboo. But the bugaboo doesn't freaking work. People get it, they still get sick, they still go to the hospital, they still die. What are we talking about? That's anecdotal. It's a freaking anecdotal Fauci. You get an anecdotal Fauci situation going on? One of these days, he's going to get his, Dr. Weasel Fauci, how dare you, do this whole thing with beagles and you cut their sever cord, the vocal cord situation, and then you have their face eaten out by sandflies? You're a disgusting man. That's anecdotal. That's not freaking anecdotal. We read about it. You did it.
Of course I did. It's research. We have to do gain-of-function research in order to understand how humans will react when we create a pandemic.
Yeah, well, you did it. You're doing it right now. We're the lab rats. We're the guinea pigs. Thank you. But no, you're right. We're not cows. We're not horses. We're definitely not horses or cows, no. I agree with you. 1,327%, Weasel Fouch. So at least we got that going for us, right? Dr. Weasel Fouch. This is the guy who we're all listening to? Really? Hold on. Hey, Dr. Weasel Fouch, how many mascaroos should we put on when we go outside?
We have 437.
Wait, 437 masks when we go outside?
Exactly.
But why so many?
Because you need to protect yourself from the civid.
But that doesn't stop it from being, from getting it, right?
No, not at all.
Then why the freak do it?
Because I said so. You gonna make us do that? Of course.
You have too much power over us.
Of course. That's the whole point. We've got to stop you guys from living.
You're going to take our lives away, you scumbag piece of...
Oh, hold on. Don't talk like that to me. I'm Dr. Weasel Fouch. I know I'll talk to you however I want.
Weasel Fouch, because you're not a good man. You are a Weasel Fouch. So it's 4,327 masks?
Exactly.
Where'd you get that information?
Well, it's peer-reviewed. You got peer-reviewed information on our freaking masks, but nothing on the bugaboo or anything else? No, we're still working that out.
How about on the horse stuff? You got anybody looking into that?
No, we just haven't had the time to look into that yet.
Yeah, I get it. You mean because it could actually help people, right?
Exactly, and there's no patent that you could actually work with. It's all public domain at this point.
Okay, so make sure we don't have a chance to get a cheap and effective medication that will stop this thing in its tracks, correct?
Exactly. What they did in India, we don't want to do here. We want people to die so they get scared and get a bugaboo.
But the bugaboo doesn't work.
That's why you got to get a booster.
But how many boosters do you need?
One every day.
Oh, done a day? 365 boosters in a year?
Maybe two. We're still working out the data.
You're going to Weasel Fouch us and come out with something. I know what you're going to do.
Oh, it's one a day. One booster a day. And you're going to be safe from the civet. And you'll be fine. Nothing else. It doesn't matter about anything. Just take one a day. That's your food as well.
And then we people do that. We do that, right? We take it one a day. We're there. We're taking it one a day. And then all of a sudden, out of the blue, like 3 months later,
it's going to be two a day like the doctor says. Keep the civet away. It's 2 boosters a day to keep the civet away.
You're doing a freaking slogan out of it? You're doing a slogan out of it to put on cars? To have them pitch at the doctor's office?
2 civet boosters a day to keep it away. We gotta do it. It's like the Apple, but now it's just 2021, so it's boosters.
Friggin' Weasel Fouch, guys. He comes out with all these rules. He comes up with his own friggin' ridiculousness, you know what I mean? What are we doing here right now? I got a Weasel Fouch situation going on? Oh my goodness. So, no time to look into the horse stuff, right, Weasel Fouch?
No, we've been focused on bugaboos for 5 to 11-year-olds.
Wait a second. So you got MyoCard for all these kids, and you want to throw it into every single one of them. When you look 214 in the nation passed last year, in the friggin' nation, you want to do that?
Exactly. The risk is too high to our youth.
214 in the planet? In the nation? In 2 years? That's 112 per year, you chooch. And you want to do it to all the kids? Shoot them all up?
Exactly.
This has nothing to do with public health, does it?
Not at all.
Yeah, we know. You set this up October 9, 2019. Yeah, Agenda 21. We knew about it. We know what you did, Dr. Weasel Fouch.
That's anecdotal.
No, it's not. I saw the freaking video. I saw what you said.
We're going to have to get people to really be worried in order to take this bugaboo. You friggin' said it.
You said that, you piece of garbage. We're going to have to get people really scared in order to get them to take this.
I was joking.
You were not joking. You were being a friggin' weasel. Because that's what you are. You even look like a weasel Fouch. That's why Rich Killian nailed it. When he was like, biggity biggity boo. There's your weasel Fouch, Mark. Oh, but there's the weasel Fouch. We got a weasel Fouch from Rich Killian. Rich, you rock. Trish. You know where you're dealing with a Rich Killian situation? And you get something that's just like, talk to Weasel Fouch! And you're good. You're like, yay, I got a Weasel Fouch situation. Put on 474,337 masks. And you're like, dude, stop with the mask situation. Like, what are we doing? Everybody get a bugaboo! Like, why are we doing that? You know what I mean? Bugga! We got a bugga! A bugga bugga boo! I think that's what Joanne's heart sounds like. He's nailing that one. That's exactly what the, you know, when you got the arrhythmia situation going on of the Philadelphia Philharmonic. Whoa! Weasel Fouch! When you throw a Weasel Fouch in the background, adding harmony. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, Fouch! Oh my goodness. And just like that, the end of the show becomes a new bit. Just like we said, didn't we? I just freaking said that. Just said the best stuff happens the last couple minutes of the show every day. Where are you? Get over here. Oh my goodness, guys. Man, I love this show. I just love doing this show. I love doing this show. Joanne, no, you get paid afterwards. You already got your friggin', you got your caribou. It's 1:11 in the morning. That's a good time. Make a little kiss. Say a prayer. Say a little wish. I want to say thank you to each and every one of you and let you know how much you mean to me. We've been here for 1,038 days in a row, and I show up every day for you. And if you're on the other side saying, I wonder if he's speaking to me, I am. We're here together. We need to connect. That time where they say we should be apart and that you're bad and you're not the same because you're different and you don't think the same things and you like this and that other person doesn't, so that means you should hate that person. Those are all lies. Just continue to show up and let's hang out. Let's have some fun together. Let's laugh, let's sing, and let's inspire ourselves to get to the greatest moment of our lives, which is right this second. And I cannot wait for us to do it again tomorrow, fam and friends. So acts my brother, Bradley Smith, Christine Seidman, Sydney, Rob, my brother, Jacqueline Grace, Kibo, Nacho Business. You got a Nacho Business thing going on. You got a Nacho Business thing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying. You get a Nacho Business thing going on. You're like, I got to say, you better have Nacho Business. You kidding me? I'm going to get a Nacho Business situation. You go into a friggin' deli and someone's like, could I help you, sir? Excuse me, what's your name? Nacho Business. And then it's on. Gloves start coming off. Yeah. Like, I just freaking told you my name. You want to go? I told you it's Nacho Business. And you're going to come at me? Elbows in the face. Because Nacho, she'll come out. She just comes out. And then all of a sudden there's an elbow coming at you. You're like, I didn't expect that from Nacho Business. But when you start asking and the Nacho Business gives you the business and you don't pay attention to that business, that's on you. You know what I mean? That's you being you. And then later you look in the mirror with a black eye from Nacho Miyagi. Didn't get it. I tried. Maybe I did. You get in the mirror later on, and you're looking at that black eye from Nacho Business. And then she's like left a little note as well. Like you're there and you're like in like the bathroom and you're like checking on it. You're like, oh, and a little note comes sliding under the door. What the freak is that? And you go over and you pick up this letter. You open it up and it says, I told you, it's Nacho Business. Bam, biggity boo. And then you're like, I should have just kept to myself, It was not my business. She told you. And then the embarrassment of being like 275 pounds all muscle. You know what I mean? Like, you're the guy at the gym. Everybody's like, oh my goodness, that dude's freaking jacked. And then Nacho took you out. It's all over YouTube. That was the craziest. You got TikToked. FYP page? Oh, man. You're on the For You page, and it's Nacho sitting there like this over the top. You're like, what? What? Nacho's there doing it, you know? And the whole world stopped on the FYP. It's crazy. And you're like, no way, what are we doing? Nacho had the last laugh, guys. Nacho had the last laugh. That's all I can say. So just remember next time you go out and you're like, hey, what's your name? And someone turns to you and says, Nacho Business. You better say, no problem. What can I get for you? Anything? You want a Mars bar? I still think we have some in the back here. You get the Mars bar situation. Lotto ticket? No problem. A pack of smokes? There you go. I'm not asking another thing out of you. It's not my business. Sometimes you have to just understand that it's not your business. And that only happens when you get demolished in front of a massive crowd and immediately viral on FYP and on YouTube Shorts. Look at that guy. He's a moose. Destroyed by Nacho Business. It happened, guys. It happened. I'm sorry. I saw this episode in 84. I'm Back to the Future, Mark. I go and I'm looking at things, you know what I mean? We're always looking back at the ancient timelines in order to just kind of get a little understanding. Like, you guys read books? I just throw it on their friggin' tube. Look at that. It's Nacho Business beating the hell out of a friggin' dude in the middle of the square. Cameras everywhere. Oh, my goodness. She's beating up that dude that we're all like, you know? Pounded him into the ground. Ooh, it was crazy. It was almost like surreal. You're like, what the how the hell did she do that? That dude's like a freaking big, huge rock, like a stone that you'd find in the jungle, and you have to have it excavated. Nacho, all over the top, doing one of these on the top. Bang, biggity boo, bangity bing. You're like, holy freaking cow. This guy's like, he's crying for his mother. He's going, uncle, 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 like it's freaking Christmas Story. Excuse me, we're a month away from Christmas Story. You don't go Christmas Story a month early? Put your tongue on the freaking flagpole? What are we talking about over here? You doing Nacho Business? It's Nacho Business where I put my tongue on a freaking flagpole? Christmas Story situation? You know, if it wasn't for Ralphie wanting to get a BB gun, you know, he never would have shot his eye out. That's all I'm saying, you know? Like, you can't get a BB gun. You shoot your eye out. Christmas Story situation. Coming up, St. Marcolis. Don't forget this Christmas when St. Marcolis shows up daily for you to deliver your Christmas gifts and presents. The love from a bygone era. You know, it was a time long ago when I was St. Marcolis, you know, and they were like, we need to make this a yearly thing, St. Marcolis. I was like, I'm good. Let's do it. Freaking Mandela and me, you know. St. Nicholas. Freaking Nicholas took it from me. I was there. I did it. I was the holly and the wreaths. Oh, look, I got a little fig for you. I was doing it at St. Marcolis. And they come and steal my whole essence of positivity, love, and sharing, and gifts, and Christmas situation. Let's just give it to St. Nicholas. He's feeling down and out. St. Nicholas had a bad winter. He could use some extra positivity, some support. Let's give this one to St. Nicholas. You take the next one, St. Marcolis. Excuse me? I built this thing up to what it is today. You take it from me, give it to Nicholas? St. Mark. Nicholas. Getting on the friggin' sleigh. Like a bunch of reindeer pushing it along. You've got Dasher and Dancer and Comet and Cupid. Donner and Blitzen and Yaman and whatever the frig it is, you know? I don't know off the top of my head. It's been a year since I sang the song to them. You know, I don't visit them very often. You know, only Christmas, only each year. When I go in there to do it, the St. Marcolis situation, then I'm like, oh, that's right. There's a freaking Rudolph in this group. Big stupid red nose, right?
He's so special.
His brothers and sisters don't like him too much. They want to get some sleep. Stupid red blinking nose. Poor Rudolph, his nose blinks red. It's not just red, it's like blinking red. Like there's a friggin' truck coming. Oh, train? There's a train coming too? The freaking blinking red lights there. Try sleeping through that when you're a deer. I need total darkness. And my brother, stupid Rudolph. You know, he's there. He's got that dumb freaking nose. You know what I mean? Like, what are we doing? You got a dumb nose like that? We're all here in the cave trying to get some sleep for the night. Let's cuddle up. Somebody cover up that dummy's nose. Just listen, Dasher, come over here. Lay down on top of freaking Rudolph's nose over there. I don't care. Put your butt on it. Smell. If he's got to smell that butt of yours, that's fine by me. I just don't want to see the blinking red nose anymore. Oh, he's so special. He's so stupid. You know, you're a dummy. Why do you have a red blinking nose? We just want to get some sleep. We just want to get some sleep. And you can't shut off the blinking nose, like take the double A's out? You can't just find the switch for your nose? Just shut it off for the night? We get it. You're unique. You want to go out there and show off how special you are. I know. But when you're here, end of the day, we're trying to get some rest. Oh yeah, Rudolph, you're cool. We get it. You're cool. Shut the freaking nose off, all right? Just shut it off while we're here in the freaking cave, sleeping it out. There it is again. It starts to become like a freaking civil war in the cave. Rudolph! Told you to shut the freaking nose off! What are we doing? You can't shut the nose when we go sleep? I can't sleep when you keep the nose on. You know? Like, you can maybe sleep when the nose is on, but I need total darkness to sleep. Can't sleep with the nose on. That's silly. How do you even sleep with the nose on? Wait, hold on. I don't care if on your side of the bed the nose is on and on my side of the bed it's not. You need it to be completely off. And if I want to sleep, total darkness, pitch black. Freaking, I don't got a nose on my side. I'm reading. I don't care what you got going on and you're not reading while I'm trying to sleep. Shut the nose so I can get some sleep. Too much nose light. It's times like this that we realize insanity is a real thing. Boom, biggity boo! Are you kidding me? Oh, St. Marcolis? Back to the Future Mark strikes again. That's right. Bringing gifts this friggin' Christmas. Yeah, I'm showing up in a friggin' reindeer outfit with like all of them. We're coming together. I'm gonna hide it in the back, and they'll be like, "What are you doing? You're supposed to be the one giving out the gifts, doling out the presents." There, St. Marcolis. I know. I'll get to it later. Right now, I just want to have some fun with you guys. We haven't seen you in a while. It's been like 11 months, you know? Once Christmas is over each year, I'm like, all right, see you guys next year. And that's it. You know what I mean? I'm done. I don't even come back until like today. So let's spend a little time together. How's it going? You guys been beating up on Rudolph again because of that stupid nose? What do we do? You gotta leave him alone, you know? He's unique, guys. No, I know, Prancer, I get it. Like, you have an issue with him because he's always blinking the stupid nose instead of shutting it off at night. I get it. Donner? No, don't be mean, Donner. That's not nice. You don't say that. No. Did you see that, Prancer? Yeah. No, Donner says that he wants to give him a reason for his nose to be red. That's not nice, Donner. Blitzen? No, Blitzen. Blitzen said, I'm about to take that nose and chop it off. With my foot. I don't even know how you do that with a foot. Blitzen, what were you thinking?
I forgot. Blitzen's kind of idiot, right, Donner? Right, Blitzen? Blitzen, let me ask you a question, Blitzen. Where are you in the pack again? You're not in the front, right? I hope not. We got the whole pack going this way and freaking Blitzen's pulling in that direction. Dummy. You got to be behind someone looking at someone's butt. That's what I'm thinking, because you don't know where the hell you're going. You need to start going in every direction. So we need you staring at a hiney butt. And when you do that, Blitzen, I think we'll be okay. Comet? What? No, Comet. No. If you want to be at the back behind Blitzen just to kind of give that extra guidance, I'm cool with that, but I still think you need to be number one. You're a friggin' Comet. They call you Comet for a reason, you know? You lead the way with a friggin' Comet-like trajectory. You're Comet trajectorying it. And you're gonna go all of a sudden in the back? Who are you gonna put in front? I can't think of any other names of your dumb names. I don't know any of them. You want Rudolph in the front? I guess that wouldn't be a bad idea. We're not going to get in any accidents because there'll always be. You'll see that we're coming. You know, like it's like how airplanes have a blinking light, so you know that there's an airplane in the air. You know, you got a blinking Rudolph at the front of the pack next to Cupid, or Comet. You know, and you're like, oh, look at that, freaking Rudolph's up in the front of the pack. Red blinking light in it. You missed that tree thanks to my stupid blinking light nose. You're a valued part of this team, Rudolph, just so you know. I would never cut your nose off. I would ask you if there's a switch. I would say the same thing that, Donner asked. Do you have a freaking switch to shut that thing off at night? You know what I mean? I get it during the day. I'm unique, look at me. I get it, okay? You're cool. But at the end of the freaking day, when we're sitting there in the cave trying to catch some Z's, half of us need complete darkness. We can't sleep without total darkness. And you gotta... It's like every 1.3 seconds. What is that? You can't have it just go off. It goes off and then back on. We see you doing that. Like, you can't train yourself to just have it go... And then it's just don't... That's it. It's off. Just keep the freaking thing shut off, dude. What kind of reindeer are you? Blinking red nose? I'm going to leave that one to St. Marcellus. Let him handle it. You know what I mean? I'm not getting into it. That's all I'll say. Oh, famine, friends. Complete madness as usual. Acts, Bradley, Christine, Sid, Rob, Jacqueline, Jesse, Kibo, MJ, Nacho. I hope you liked your bit, Nacho. And Pamela. I love each and every one of you guys. I appreciate you. And I hope you have an awesome day tomorrow. And I cannot wait to do this again with you tomorrow for day 1039 in a row of the Renaissance Man Show. This is the show that will keep showing up just so you have a place to escape to. Leave all the darkness, where it is for a little while. Leave the baggage at the door, as I like to say. This is the Renaissance. Let's get into it. And let's start sharing the love and shutting down the darkness. So until tomorrow, fam and friends. Oh my goodness, what an awesome show. Another awesome show tonight. I'm gonna have to cut out all the stuff that I did for Nacho. That's gonna be a good bit. And the Weasel Fouch stuff. A lot of Weasel Fouch stuff tonight. First, gotta get Three's Company finished. Too much editing, not enough time. Until tomorrow, fam and friends. It's Mark Pires. And it's Renaissance, man. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. You got to go away. Yeah. Have a great night, fam. I will see you tomorrow.